Hello, everybody. This is Percy Peabody and his assistant, Jukin Jivin Hyatt, and we're getting ready to announce the scores for this week's Big Boy tournament. So let's start with hole number one. Does that sound good to you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hole number one, there was one eagle. Who got that eagle?
Spencer.
So that gave him.
One skin.
That's exactly right, Hyatt. Very good. All right, that brings us to hole number two. Hole number two, there were several birdies. Paul Jr. and Daniel got birdies. So that means that how many skins are carried over?
One.
That's right. Now, number three was quite interesting. How many birdies were there?
Two.
No, actually, number three, there were
No birdies.
no birdies, which is kind of interesting. So that means both skins got carried over. Okay? All right. Now, hole number four. There was one birdie. Who got that birdie?
Russ.
So that means he got.
3 skins are.
Yeah, all right. So the skin count at this point after hole four is Russ, who won the Big Boy last week. He has 3 skins and Spencer has 1. And that brings us to hole number 5. Okay? Hole number 5, there were 3 birdies. It was
Aaron, Russell, Paul,
Junior
Jr.,
and Russ.
and Russ.
Okay, that means how many skins are carried over?
1 skin.
Very good. Good job, my assistant. Now, hole number 6, there was a lot of birdies. How many birdies were there in hole number 6?
5.
All right, so let's see who got it.
Paul Sr., Aaron Russell, Paul Jr.,
And wait a minute. Hold on. I said there was 5 birdies, but I didn't write them all down. Okay, I'll have to come back and see. There's a couple more birdies, and I forgot to write them all down. I apologize. You forgive me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So there's a couple more birdies. I'll have to come back and tell you who they were. So that means how many skins were carried?
2.
2 skins carried over to hole number 7. Now, hole number 7 had 3 birdies. So who had them?
Rob, Paul Sr.,
And
and Aaron Russell.
right. So that means going into hole number 8.
3 skins carried.
Very good. Now, 8, there were only 2 birdies in 8.
Paul Sr.
Uh-huh.
and
Daniel.
Daniel.
That means they're
4 skins carried.
good job. Man, it makes it so much easier with you being here. Thank you for helping me. Okay? Now, going into number 9, there were how many birdies for number 9?
2.
And they were,
Paul Jr. and Spencer.
that means that there are 5 skins carried over. So now it's halftime. What do you want to do for halftime? You want to do some sort of parade or something, or what do you want to do? Nothing. All right, we won't do anything for halftime. But I will say that the skin count going into hole number 10 is Russ has. How many does Russ have?
3 skins,
Spencer has,
1 skin.
and 5 skins are carried over to hole number 10.
Yep.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you so much for helping. All right, hole number 10, there were how many birdies for hole number 10?
4 birdies.
Right?
Aaron Russell, Paul Jr., Daniel, and
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Percy Peabody doesn't have the best handwriting, does he?
6 skins carried.
6 skins carried. Great. All right. Now, going into 11, there was a lot of birdies. How many birdies came into 11?
6.
So, who were the birdies in 11?
Rob, Paul Sr., Aaron Russell, Daniel, Spencer, Russ.
And Russ. So that means how many skins are carried over?
7.
All right. Now, 12, there was 5 birdies. Paul Sr., Aaron Russell, Paul Jr., Daniel, and Jeremy. However, there was 1 hole in 1. Can you believe it? A hole in 1. And who got it?
Spencer.
Spencer got a hole in 1. So let's give Spencer a hand. Man, I think there's only been one other hole in 1 on that hole. It was basket number 12. That's the one that you throw from the barnyard and you go around. Has only been one hole-in-one there ever. And so he wins Chase. So Uncle Mikey has Chase. So next time Uncle Mikey comes, he's got to bring Chase back so Spencer can have him, right? It's a trophy.
Right.
Now, did Spencer pay money in the bucket? Yes or no?
No.
So does Spencer win the money?
No.
So the money continues, but that doesn't mean we're still very proud of Spencer for getting it, right?
Right.
All right, good job. Hole number 13, there were how many
Three
birdies?
birdies.
3 birdies.
Paul Sr., Aaron Russell,
And Russ.
and Russ.
That means there's 1 skin carried over to 14. Now 14 is that's a tough one. That's the one that you remember we throw from Jim's house all the way down. Remember over there where Jim, our next door neighbor, where we're shooting the potato cannon that time.
Yeah.
That's the one that goes from there all the way down.
I know.
Okay, so that's a tough one, but we got 3 birdies. Paul Sr., Aaron Russell, and
Russ.
very good job. 2 skins carried. Now, going into 15, at this point, it is still possible for Russ to win because he's got 3 skins and Spencer has 9. So let's see what happens in 15. How many birdies were there in 15?
1.
1 birdie, and that's Paul Sr. That means that Paul Sr. got 3 skins, okay? And what that means is there's no way that anybody can get 9 skins now, okay? So that means Spencer wins pigskin. Let's give him a hand. And that means Russ has 3 skins, Paul Sr. has 3 skins. That's going into 16. 4 birdies on 16.
Paul Sr., Paul Jr.,
Spencer and Russ, right. And then 1 skin gets carried over. 17, there were 5 birdies. Aaron Russell, Paul Jr.,
and Daniel.
and Jeremy and Spencer. So 2 skins carried over. Now 18 is a very important hole because a lot of ties are broken with that. And it turns out that Jeremy got closest to the pin. And that means he got 3 skins. So the final skin count is Spencer 9, Russ 3, Paul Sr. 3, and Jeremy got 3. Now, that brings us to an all-important score, okay? There were 3 people who got -10. Of those 3 people, Aaron Russell got closest, so he gets the big boy. Let's give him a hand. Way to go, Aaron Russell. Good job. Now, between the 2 Paulies, they were very close, but Paul Wallace was just a tad closer than Paul Apresi. So Paul Wallace is the little big boy winner. All right, and to finish out the scoring, we had Daniel at -8, Spencer at -7, Russ at -5, Jeremy at -3, and Rob didn't do too well this week. -1. Oh, well. But that wraps up the broadcast for this week. And I want to thank my assistant, Jukin Jivin Hyatt. All right. Until next week, this is Percy Peabody. Goodbye.